You know us as the Lloyd boys, but we also have a girl in the family. This is Addie. And she's playing on her iPad and watching us film this video. She's the cutest girl in the whole world, huh?
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that hammock! Seriously, Dad, let's take this thing down and build a shelter.
So if you can't find a place to hang your hammock and you need to create a shelter, this is the one time when having a pad for insulation is better than using an underquilt. If you use an underquilt to keep yourself warm, and they do amazing jobs of keeping us warm and comfortable, and we love our underquilts, but if you use an underquilt, it's pretty much worthless on the ground other than maybe another blanket. But if you use a pad in your hammock, now you've got something comfortable to lay on. And I just happen to have the ultimate pad for a hammock, which is the Hammock V made by Climate. You guys have seen this in some of our other videos, but if you got to sleep on the ground, this thing turns into like a queen size bed. So I'm going to pull it out of the Blackbird now and get ready to start building our shelter. Here we go. Oh yeah, here we go. This thing is just awesome if you got to go to the ground and make a shelter. The Climate V, baby. Check it out. So when you're making your shelter, it's a good idea to use some sort of a ground cloth. I have a MSR Freelite 2 backpacking tent. It's a 2-person tent. And I'm gonna use the footprint for that tent as my ground cloth to keep my pad and my other stuff off the ground. This is a 2-person tent, so it should be perfect for Max and I to get comfortable in the 2-person shelter that we're making. So let's get this installed on the ground and then we'll build the shelter around it. So you can see here, the Climate V hammock pad takes up the entire space of the MSR Freelite 2 footprint. So really, it's just like carrying 2 pads in ones. Now you'll see in there's some space there and some space there. You could throw a sweatshirt or something in there if you needed to fill that up. But you could easily and comfortably sleep 2 people on this pad. Maybe not 2 full-size adults, but for me and Max, this will be just perfect.
Check out my centipede, yo!
You're right.
There we go.
How's that?
Good.
Doesn't this look comfortable? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to flip our trekking poles upside down, and the handle will be on the ground and the tip of the trekking pole will be up in the sky. The Mamba Jamba has 2 little rings. They almost look like keychain rings on each end of the tarp, and we're going to put the tip of the trekking pole into that ring, and it just gives it kind of some support, something to hang on. And then from there we will connect some shock cord down to a stake that's in the ground, and it's really easy to set up. So here's our tarp. This is the War Bonnet Mamba Jamba. I use this specifically over the Blackbird. If I'm using my Blackbird XLC, I'll use my Superfly. So the first thing I like to do is stake this thing out, and then we'll add our trekking poles to it to give it some rigidity and some structure. There's Addie hanging out, and you'll see how I connected it here. I just used some shock cord on a Dutch ware flea. That's the flea right there. And then, yeah, it's just some shock cord that goes down to a stake that's driven into the ground. I have this on both ends. Got this thing set up now in kind of a hybrid mode where the foot end of the tent is a lot lower than the head end. Let's take a look at that. now I've got it set up with the poles fully extended to give you the most headroom. But if you're just hanging out in your tent and not worried about wind or anything, this is the way to go. Fully extended, baby. So we got this thing all set up, and we showed you how to take your tarp and move it from the hammock down to the ground to make a shelter. There's lots of cool ways you can do it, lots of versatility. You can have it really low to the ground, you can have it really high up, but either way, you know, no matter what, when you go out hiking, when you go out into the wild, no matter what nature throws at you, you're gonna be ready for it. Thanks for watching. My name is Evan.
My name is Max. This is Addie. Eat your vegetables, be good for your parents.
We'll see you later.
Eat your grapefruit.
Eat your grapefruit, yes! I point a lot. I shouldn't point so much. I don't mean to be a pointer. You shouldn't point at people like this, and I'm learning to get better.